Hey everybody, this is Preezy. Check out my website at www.listenuplistening5687.com. That's www.listenuplistening5687.com. You ready to chit-chat and all of that? You ready to vent, let it out? Well, come on now. Come on, collab with Preezy. Come on and be on Listen Up, Listen In as a guest. Contact me at 718-354-8405. 718-354-8405. You can also contact me by email, listenuplistening5687@gmail.com. One more time, listenuplistening5687@gmail.com. Let's get it. Hey everybody, it's Friday. Welcome to Listen Up, Listen In podcast. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm happy I'm here. All praise to Jehovah God and Jesus Christ every day. Amen. And you woke up this morning. We woke up this morning. So we need to give ourselves a round of applause. And that's on the real. So much happening out here in this world today. We always got to give ourselves an applause all the time. Matter of fact, do it again. Doggone it. Give your shoes. Are you kidding me? Everybody, I know you're looking good, feeling good inside. If you're having a bad day today, pray on it. Try to woosah. You know the devil is busy. And just keep going. It's hard sometimes. Real hard. But fight. Fight. Like you Rocky Balboa. Adrian, you know how it is. Fight. Come on now, fight. And listen, I got a great show today. I got an excellent show today. I got a special guest. I love my guests. All my guests are special. And I can't wait. So, I know y'all can't wait. So, come on now, what y'all waiting for? Come on, turn up the volume. Get relaxed. Sit back, and enjoy Listen Up, Listen In. Let's get it.
Tanya, you ready?
Listen up, listen in. 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 Thanks for tuning in. Let's have a conversation. Talking worldwide, it don't matter your location. What you going through and the topic may have relation. Let's get some motivation. Swap out education. Every Friday we heal, laugh, improve, and grow. Put some nutrients in your mind, give you food for the soul. I know you pumped and preparing for your weekend and low. Might as well join the discussion and tune into the show. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in to Listen Up, Listen In podcast. I'm your host, Preezy. Now before I start today's episode, I would love for you guys and gals to follow me on social media. Go to Instagram, Listen Up, Listen In 5687, and on Facebook, Listen Up, Listen In. You can also email me at listenuplistening5687@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, by following me on social media, you'll be able to see all the platforms my podcast is on. Wherever you consume my podcast, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when a new episode is posted. Rate, review, and share this podcast. Now let's get back to Listen Up, Listen In. Hey everybody, I am back. This is Preezy, Listen Up, Listen In podcast. I told y'all I have a special guest today, and when I tell you she is so special, I have known this young lady since she was probably in Pampers. And it is an awesome, I feel so old, I really do. But she looks awesome. I feel so great to have her on my podcast. Oh my goodness. Let me just tell you a little bit about this beautiful woman that I have on my show. Like I said, I've known her since she was little. She is a hair thinning expert. She helps people who are battling with hair loss due to medical or genetic reason. And with her expertise, she will get to the root of the individual's hair loss by providing solutions for hair growth and non-surgical hair replacement services. So without further ado, let me introduce Marilyn Johnson. What's going on, Marilyn? How you feeling?
Hey.
I'm so happy that you're here on my show. Oh man, this is really awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm excited. I like talking about this stuff. I could just go on and on and on.
On and on to the break of dawn, right?
To the break of dawn.
So, I want you to let my audience know who is Marilyn Johnson and what do you do? Take it away.
First of all, I'm a holistic practitioner of trichology. I'm a woman's hair thinning expert. Although, even though I focus on women's hair thinning, I would never turn away a male client. So let me just put that out there because I know that they experience hair thinning too. But I basically how I started was I didn't even try to start. It was coming to me. Like I would get referrals and I would notice women having, spots and thinning and let me get to the root of it, right? So when I first started, like my very, very first client I was living in New York, and this was when I was about to move to Georgia, actually a few years before I moved to Georgia, probably like about 3 years or so. It was somebody in my circle that knew that I did hair, because I started doing hair when I was like, when Cabbage Patch dolls came out.
Wow.
I had a Cabbage Patch doll. I was going around. I was doing finger waves and crooked French rolls. And my sister, she actually had a cosmetology license, and I used to just like model after them and go to work with her. And I started working in a salon at the age of 14.
Wow.
But so my the first person that I actually did a hair loss solution for was somebody within my circle. They had came up here from Georgia, and I had did a sew-in on her because she had never had nobody to do her hair like that, never. And I thought, like, in Georgia it was popping down here, they had it going like that. So that's when I started noticing, okay, so I got something for myself, I got something going on for myself, but I didn't really like put too much attention on it. But she went back, and I had heard from her after she went back that her stylist that she went to, because she had a stylist, her stylist had said, who did this? Now, mind you, I'm young at this. I want to say I was like about maybe 19, if I want to say maybe 18 or 19. And she's older than me. And her stylist was like, who did this? Oh, she's talented. Like, how did she do this? And, of course, she couldn't really explain how she did it, but I used a base. I used thread because at that I didn't have any netting, but I knew that she needed a canvas for me to be able to use. And so I had to create one for her, sort of like a thread prosthetic, so to speak, because a prosthetic is a false, it could be a false scalp. It could be a false, false parts of the body where you don't, have it. So anyway, to make a long story short, when I moved to Georgia and I started building clientele, my style of doing things is like whenever I do something, I put my all into it, and it has to make sense. I never just did hair for the money. I always did it because I wanted to help or solve a problem. And eventually I started getting a lot of women that had patches, or they were 50 to 75% balding, or they had scalp disorders. And so I started to make, now listen, I just started to make products for them. I didn't really know formulations or anything. I just knew that this is what this person needed for their scalp. And also, like, in the beauty supply stores, they don't make individualized products. They just make a product, one for everybody.
Right.
And that's another contributor to hair loss, because, they're not going to tell you can't use this. This is not for your hair. They're just going to be like, moisturizing shampoo. And you use that on your hair. Maybe it's something in that shampoo. Maybe it's a chemical in that shampoo or perfume or something that could cause you to have like a reaction, or your scalp start itching, and you're thinking, wait a minute, this is a moisturizing shampoo, why is my scalp itching? And it could be because of the perfume or because of the chemicals that they put together. So yeah.
Wow. And so you said you started young, just doing hair, and then what really got you into saying, hey, you know what? The sisters out here, they hair is thinning. Maybe, what should I do to help out? How did you, realize, like, yo, I want to help people that, that's really losing their hair?
Well, I had one of my sisters, she had, my sister, the one that has the cosmetology license, she eventually started like experiencing like alopecia in the back of her head. And then my brother, he had like a scalp disorder. Nothing that was like, too serious, but it was like, for me, it was like, wait a minute, what's going on my brother's scalp? Every time I'm noticing these flakes on his scalp. I'm like, I gotta try to figure something out. I gotta try to fix it. And that I was young, I didn't really know what to do, but that stuck in my mind. And that's crazy, because I never forgot that. I remember how my sister and they used to like make sure their hair was slicked down in the back in the days when it was like the mushroom hairstyle with them hard curls, with the dance hall hairstyles. If anybody know about them dance hall hairstyles with the freeze curls and the banana peels. Oh my God. And they was not going to step out the house looking right. And I mean, this was like on a maybe a weekly or bi-weekly basis. So, that's when I started, that's when I, saw like hair loss, at that age. And then I guess kind of just like stuck with me. It was like in the back of my mind.
Wow. And so what did you have to do to take steps to get where you at? Like, as far as the schooling and studying the hair loss and stuff like that, and studying the different symptoms or ailments that cause the hair losses. Where did you do? Like, what school and stuff like that in your education?
Oh my God. So for anybody, like, when you go to school to be either a doctor or a psychiatrist or, cosmetologist or whatever, when you go to school, they'll show you, they'll teach you, and it's in like the books. It's like you have like different avenues that you can go. Once you get your certification and your license. And I would always gear to the scalp disorder section and the area where you could make like wigs and extensions. I always went that route. I was like, that always intrigued me. And it was like I had like I don't know. I just gravitated that way. Like, where others were probably like, I'm going to be a colorist, or I'm going to be a master cutter. I went in that direction even when I was in school. I went to school a few times too now, because as they say, like, if you start out doing hair before you go to school, it's going to kind of be a little bit difficult for you to finish school. So I went through a lot of schooling, where most would have probably just went to school for like, the 15 months or maybe 2 years or whatever like that. I actually went to school quite a few times, different schools. So when I look at it from the positive standpoint, I was able to kind of pick up a lot and learn a lot from these different schools. And then eventually I went to it was a private owned by a Black woman, private owned cosmetology and barber academy. She does both. She's bomb. And she doesn't have the academy no more, but she's still an instructor, to me. And it was a little bit difficult for me because I was like advanced, going to school, so it was a little bit harder for me And she gave me a chance because I was having a really, hard time. She saw, okay, let me help her out. And once I finished with that, I was able to even take it a step further and start taking these classes, because some of them you have to have your certificate. Now, some of them you don't have to. You can go ahead and you could study to be a trichologist, but there were some courses that I had taken that you had to have a certification. You have to have a cosmetology license, which I kind of like that. It's not so open like that to the public, because it kind of waters down. It waters it waters the job down that we do a little bit, and it will kind of make people think, do I really need this or not?
Right.
Yeah, so I took a lot of classes. So it was like it was something that was kind of going on for a long time, years. People coming to me coming up with solutions for them, making a shampoo for them, for their scalp, or making like an elixir to treat their hair, just, making a shampoo out of black soap, and taking baking soda and making exfoliating shampoo for them, and making sure that it's not, too abrasive for the scalp because it's strong, and just depending on what they came with. And I just was just doing it. Oh, your scalp is dry. Okay, make something for you. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on with your scalp? You got a lot of flakes. Okay, I'll make some. It just was just coming. I don't even know how to, it's not like I said, you know what? Let me be like that. It was like it was already in me.
Right. You already had the love to help people with the problems that they were going through with their scalp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so you did your homework on them. Once they gave you the information of what they was going through, you did your homework and was able to make different things to help them out.
Yep, because one thing about me, like I've always, let me see, when I worked in so many different salons from a young age up to, like 20-something years old. And then eventually I started taking clients at my home so I could provide them with private services and spend more time with them, do one-on-one because people like to talk to me and I like to talk to them too. And I said, well, you know what? This is a part of my field. Let me give them what they need, because that's what people are paying for. Because it's time out for paying for what you think you're going to get, and you don't even get that,
And has it been many success stories for you after helping the people with their problems?
I'm going to tell you, a lot of women got what they wanted, and I guess they went on, and I probably wouldn't see them too much no more after they got what they wanted. But I think it's because they felt like, well, she makes it look so easy, because I do. I make it look, I done had a client tell me one time, she said, Marilyn, I just watch you and it just looks so easy, and I went and I tried it, and this is what's happening with my hair. And I went, I'd be like, okay, girl, you could come on back and, get your hair done. I'm making it easy. And it's not that it's easy, it's because when somebody been doing something for a long time, it becomes natural for them.
Yeah, you master the craft. Yes. Wow. So what causes hair loss? Like, I know it's a whole different things. It could be genetics and the way you eat and stuff, but a lot of times I'm just trying to figure out, what do you think as a hair specialist, a hair loss specialist, what is causing women to lose their hair? Or it become thin?
Now, because each individual, so each person can have the same type of hair loss, right? Each person could be experiencing, so like about 5 people could experience alopecia areata. 5 people, alopecia areata. Standing together, alopecia areata. Separate cities, alopecia areata. Doesn't matter. But the thing about it is, what is actually going on with them individually, because the alopecia is a signal and a sign. It's a communication to let you know something is going on or something done happened.
Right.
And guess what? It doesn't happen suddenly. It happens over a course of time. So when when I started letting people know that I'm a hair thinning expert, I'm not a title person. If people look on my Instagram page or my Facebook page, if they look on my website, it looks so bland, so dry. Because I mean that I just kind of keep it real and show you what I can do. And I let that speak for itself, because I know that it starts where it goes undetected. So you could be going to your hairstylist, sitting in your hairstylist chair, and she could be, parting your hair. Maybe it could be for a chemical process or just styling your hair. And of course, she may not know what to look for, but because I know what to look for, because that's where it starts. You could have a head full of hair, and that hair could be thinning right then and there.
Right.
And it could come from a chemical process. Now, mind you, chemicals do not take out hair, just like guns don't kill people. It's the people that use the guns.
Right.
So it's the people that don't know how to use the chemical properly. Like I would say I'm one of them nerds. If I get something, or maybe, okay, let's say I buy something for Walmart and it come with the instructions, I'm gonna read the instructions.
Right.
Some people just don't just put that thing together. No, I'll read the instructions, because I promise you're gonna miss something.
Right.
And that's what it's like with chemicals. If you don't read the instructions, or if you don't take the training for the product that you're using, you're going to miss something. And then next thing you know, people going to be walking around with hair loss and alopecia. And a lot of times it's because of undereducated or misinformed. I'm sorry about my fellow hairstylists, but, being undereducated or misinformed. And I want to say it's not really a bad thing, because they focus on what they focus on. Some of them are extension specialists or hair color pros, and they really are. And just because they don't focus on hair loss doesn't make them a bad hairstylist. I just chose to focus on the hair loss,
which is excellent, because it is happening a lot. So anyone can get alopecia, whether you're a man or a woman. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes. And to fully answer that question about, what causes hair loss, that's just the one part of it. The second part of it, yes, is genetic. Because it could be somebody let's say somebody on your father's side or your mammy side got hair loss in their family, and your mammy or your pappy don't have the hair loss. Right. You got the hair loss because it's in the genes.
It's in the genes. Yes.
But does that mean, how people would say, oh, girl, my aunt, she had hair loss. My aunt's hair was residing, so that's why my hair. No, that's not really why her hair is residing, because, or why your hair is residing because your aunt hair is residing. It's because of something that's going on with them internally.
Right. Do you, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do you recommend, okay, so we all know, like, everybody always saying you need to, a lot of it could be your diet. You're not taking the right vitamins, like vitamin D and zinc and iron and B12. But I heard that too much of that can also bring on hair loss. So it's like, I'm taking all these vitamins, multivitamins. I'm drinking and I'm taking all these vitamins, but it can backfire as well. I read that it also can backfire with vitamins if it's too excessive in the body.
So what our body does, when our body is breaking down, so a lot of people don't know that I also went to school for culinary arts. I have like a catering business on the side, and we study nutrition from a basic level. We don't go knee deep into it, but so coming from a nutritional standpoint, vitamins, too much of vitamins, depending on what they are in your body, is either going to come out where you're going to be urinating a lot, or you're going to be constipated, or you're just not going to get what your body needs. Right. So, for example, I know when I've eaten too much proteins. And how do I know? Because my body I'll start feeling sluggish.
Right.
And so what I would do is start eating vegetables, because I know that now some of us, I know a lot of people know about that Daniel fast. Now, if you grew up in the church, you know about that Daniel fast, you know about fasting, and you're either going to have a water fast or no food fast or a vegetable fast. So a lot of vegetables, helps your body to feel, your body, you'll feel more lighter. You'll wake up without having to set an alarm. You're more alert. Your skin starts to look different because you're getting the nutrients that you need from vegetables.
Vegetables, right?
Proteins are not supposed to be eaten as much as we eat them.
Right.
If you look at other countries, like the Caribbean, or other third world countries, they eat a lot of vegetables.
Yes. And you're talking about the frozen vegetables, not the ones in the cans, right?
Oh, no, we not. Leave them canned. Listen, I ain't going to try to tell nobody. I will tell you, leave that canned stuff alone. Please, I'm begging you. Leave the cans alone. But if you don't know how to make the frozen, that's a start for you. So it's a start. But go on. You need to be trying to get some fresh vegetables now. Like the fresh ones. The ones that you walk past next to the onions. And you be, I don't know how to do. Those are the ones right there that you need.
See, and
that's sometimes, sometimes my clients come to me, I'll talk to them. I get them a little bit of, if I make some, start trying to, eat right. I'm able to do that because I have a little, I went to school for that. I have some background in that, and it's all connected. But even though you're eating right? So let's say you start to, I'm going to start eating right. I'm just going to put myself on this diet. A diet can cause your hair to start thinning.
Really?
Because you're putting your body into shock
mode. Yeah.
Your body's not used to that. And guess what? You haven't went to a specialist. You haven't sat down and discussed what your body needs.
Right.
So it all boils down to basically knowing what your body needs. Because you and a few other people can have the same form of hair loss. But baby, your body is going to respond different.
Right.
So you can't just say, let's say two people, they know each other, you in some type of group, because they got some hair loss groups online now. They got a lot of them, and you start connecting. Well, sis, what you using on your? What you go? Oh, I went and got my diagnosis the other day. What you using? Oh, okay, I'm gonna try that. You can't do that, boo.
Because everybody's body is different.
That's right. That's like sharing combs.
Right. But you should take some type of vitamins, right?
Yes, you should. Because, if you not, listen, we're not eating enough. So when you get older, I'm going to start right there. As you get older, right, your body processes foods differently. Okay. You're not a spring chicken no more, depending on how old you are. If you are a spring chicken, then you probably got a little bit of leeway eating what you want to eat. But when you get up in our age, when you start knocking at half of 100, then
oh, darn it.
Wait a minute. I shouldn't even say that. I'm sorry. When you in your 40s,
all good.
Stay right there. No. I'm just say 40. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all good. You right.
When you in the 40s, I'll say the auntie age. There we go. That's how we going to say it. The auntie age. When you get in that auntie age bracket, that's when you got to start thinking about taking some vitamins, because your body's not going to process food the same way that it used to. So for example, for me, I'm in that auntie age phase. So I know that when I can't eat spaghetti and I like spaghetti. I don't care if it's beef or turkey. I got to be careful when I eat spaghetti, right? Because I can't digest it the way I used to digest it.
Right.
I get upset. I be thinking I could go real hard and eat it like I used to.
Right.
I still eat the spaghetti now. I ain't gonna stop me, but I know I gotta. So what is that telling me? So something is changing in my body, right? And I gotta do something to allow my body to be able to digest the spaghetti, so I don't get that feeling, that chest burn, that indigestion feeling. And then also because I'm not able to digest in this meat, right? There's nothing wrong with eating protein. There's nothing wrong with eating protein, right? And spaghetti, that's tomato sauce. Those are tomatoes and vegetables, fresh onions and peppers and stuff like that, right? But my body may not be getting the vitamins that I need. And that's just one part of it. If you done bore children, that's a whole nother thing, because we all know children take something away from us.
Right.
I don't know about nobody, but children to take your weight, they take your hairline, they'll take your shoe size,
take dresses, take everything.
Anything, girl, anything. Make you like a whole new person.
Wow.
So yes, to taking vitamins, but you need to know what vitamins do I need.
Right. And drinking a lot of water is important to flushing the system.
Yep.
Like you should be literally drinking water all day long.
You need water. We need water. I don't care what women, we need water.
Because women menopause. That's another thing I read too. When you start menopausing, your hair starts getting thin.
Yep.
Wow. We be going through it, huh?
Yeah, we go through it. We go through it. That's why we need our beauty treatments. We need to take care of ourselves and, going to get pedicures, taking care of our hair and making sure that we, going for walks and stuff and, getting around some positive people. I mean, I'm telling you, it's not a joke. When we start going through that right there, them hot sweats and all that stuff, our body is no longer having a menstrual cycle. You're not producing estrogen as much as you used to. All kind of stuff is going on in your body. Everything turning around, changing, and your hair is affected by it because the hair is sending a signal to let you know, some things are changing. Something is not the same. And mind you, it's sending you the message almost after the problem started. So it ain't going to just start. Okay, you start seeing hair loss. You start to notice the hair loss today when it actually happened a while ago. But it's been talking. It's been telling you. So basically, we have a saying that hair is the barometer of health.
Right. Yeah.
You can tell a lot from what's going. Like I can take hair samples and send them in, and it could tell you about your vitamin deficiencies, just like they can take a hair sample and tell if you're taking drugs or not.
Right. And stress alone too. Stress will have you looking, man. Stress will mess you up. It will. I tell people, stress is. If that is not the number one sign of losing everything, I mean, losing your hair, losing weight, everything starts failing when you got a lot of stress.
Oh my Lord, stress. So let me tell you.
And it kills.
Oh my God. So let me tell you what actually happens, right? So when you're stressed, right? When you're stressed, your body is releasing a hormone. Your body is releasing hormone.
Wow.
And that hormone that's being released is called cortisol, right? A lot of that hormone in your body will cause your body to go into a shift. Because you're not supposed to be walking around with all of that going on in your body. There's supposed to be a balance. There's a balance in that. We got all types of hormones, but that hormone right there, a lot of it will cause your body to shut down. It'll cause you to think that you got problems that you don't even have. Like you'll be going to the doctor and the doctor won't be able to find out what the problem is because of that stress hormone. You'll be feeling it. You'll be experiencing it, but they won't be able to detect it or pick it up because that hormone that's causing you to go through all of these problems because of stress, and it can kill you because at that point your body done took a whipping.
And what about lack of sleeping?
Lack of sleep, that right there, it is also connected to stress, but then that could also be another problem that I don't have any specialty, and that would be for somebody to go to their general practitioner if they can't get no sleep. And I wouldn't play with it, because if you're not getting no sleep, then that means that your body is always woke, like your body is always on guard.
Yeah.
And that's not good right there. That's a whole nother hormone right there. All these things that we go through as women, and we shouldn't play with it. We shouldn't even If you gotta go to work a little bit late, or if you gotta get off of work a little bit early to go to a doctor's appointment because your schedule's so busy, just do it.
Right.
Because you could You don't want to go through life I gotta do this, or my schedule is so tight and I ain't got time for this. And when it get too late, then you want to start fixing stuff. Because I'm gonna tell you now, sometimes when you let certain things go on for too long and you start fixing it, it turn out it's like you making it worse. So either way, you got two negatives. It's already bad, and then you start trying to fix it and make it worse, because our body has to get used to things.
Right. It takes time. Yeah, you can't just, it's nothing overnight. You can't try to change stuff.
Yes.
So can we, as women, can we stop hair loss?
Yes, you can stop the hair loss when you get to the root of the problem. You can't just be trying to fix it externally only. It's internal and external together. It's a process. It's not nothing that I'll just go to dermatologist. What? Okay, I got what? Okay, just take the shots. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna take the shots and my hair gonna start growing back, right? Your hair gonna grow back. Okay. But so basically what I do is I am a liaison between you and your medical professional, because I know what they need to see. I know what they want to hear, and I know that you need what you need. And so I'm there to help so that we could connect the dots. I'm the bridge.
Right.
I'm the bridge, because they're not going to sit down and spend this much time with you. They're not going to sit down. And I'm not saying that it's bad, but I mean, if you look at it, if I never met you before, and you coming up in my office talking about you got this, what's going on with your scalp? It itch? What now? It's scratchy? Okay, that's what I'm going to look at.
Right.
I'm not going to say, you know what, let me do this, let me check this, because you got to keep on coming, or you haven't been, or I really don't know you. And I got other people I'm seeing too. I'm going to see you because I'm mandated to. I got to, but I know I can't sit down there and tell you all that's going on with you in this one visit, because you haven't been coming.
Right.
But when you sit down with me and you got I'm not a medical professional, but you have to take what I do as serious as you would take what they do, because I'm in the middle and I'm helping you to get what you need. And I'm also providing the aftercare, if any. Aftercare would be whatever treatment they provide you. I'm helping you to maintain. And afterwards,
being consistent.
Yeah. That's the magic word right there, because you're not going to see it without consistency. Now, if you catch it early, then you'll see changes as soon as you would like to. But if it's like, in the middle or almost to the end, it's going to take a little longer.
Right.
And I'm going to keep it real with you, because I'm not up for taking nobody's money. I'm going to say, listen, is this what you really want? Because this is going to take some time right here. It's going to take you being dedicated and, being consistent. Let me know if you're ready for this.
And so what are the signs of hair loss? What should women be looking for? Like what are the signs? Like when they start seeing hair coming out the shower when they combing through it, or just bald spots here and there?
When you're combing your hair and you're looking in the mirror, part your hair down the middle. Look at that part. Does it look the same way as the other area around the front of your hairline? Part your hair starting in the middle, and then part your hair in other areas and see, does it look the same? Does it look abnormal? Does it look too wide? Does it look thin? Do you see spaces? Like, let's say you try to give yourself a straight part down the middle, and you notice no matter how much you try to part that, give yourself a straight part down the middle, it can't get straight because it's crooked, or it looks like it's spacey, or it's missing some hair. That's when you know that your hair is thinning.
Because isn't one side usually stronger than the other? I was always told one side is always stronger than the other side. Is that true?
I know what they're talking about. So basically, nobody has an even hairline like a lace wig. Nobody.
That's 100.
No, you ain't got that right there.
Right.
But what we're talking about is something basic. Stay right there in the middle where you would wear a part down the center and then move over a little bit. What you're looking for is if you're able to give yourself a straight part. If it seems like you cannot give yourself a straight part because it looks like it's spacey, it looks like there's it looks like it's kind of like it's missing hair,
right,
or it looks like something doesn't look right, then that's when you know your hair is thinning. Another way to tell that your hair is thinning is when you comb your hair, how much hair is really coming out?
Right.
How much is coming out in that brush? Don't just be this, because we black folk, we come up with stuff. Oh, that's just split ends. That's just dead hair.
Dead hair, right.
Boo, listen, your hair not coming out like that much at one time unless you pregnant or you just had a baby.
Right.
And even so, you got to pay attention to that. And another sign to tell that your hair is thinning is because if you put your hair in a ponytail, right? Look at this. You put your hair in a ponytail, you comb your hair back, and if you have enough hair to put in a ponytail, you should be able to brush your hair back. Just take a little bit of grease, brush your hair back and put it in the ponytail. But if you brushing your hair in that ponytail and some hair keeps sliding out the ponytail and you got to use gel and all kind of stuff to slick to keep that hair down, your hair done broke off.
Broke off. Right. It broke off, yeah. And a lot of women, they suffer from their edges. It always seems to be a problem with women with their edges.
Well, you know with us, what we like to do now, we like to wear a lot of ponytails when we especially have relaxers, or even when we wear ponytails a lot, it be too tight.
Right.
Too much product.
Right. Yeah. And the chemicals are not good too, I was told.
Come on now, girl.
By dermatologists. Yeah, I was told one time.
You want them baby heads, you want them things to be slicked down, and you want them to have little curls on the side, and you using all this stuff. Good. All right now.
Yeah.
Because around the edges of around your hairline, that's where your hair is thinner and a little bit more weaker around your hairline. Because if you notice, when you get a relaxer, if you do get relaxers, it starts to burn over there quicker.
Right. Yeah, that is true. A lot of this is genetics. A lot of this is how we're eating. A lot of it is what you're doing to your hair and putting all these different products. Because sometimes you'll read the products and you're reading like, oh, okay. And you got a lot of entertainers, they advertise and stuff. And so you see it, and then they got the drops now. I think the young lady, I can't think of Cal or something. I know it's the Brat's wife. She has these things with the drops, and they say that it works. And then you have what's the basketball player's name? His wife. Well, they're not together anymore. She played on Power. I know everybody's gonna know who I'm talking about. I can't think of her name. Oh man. But anyway, she got these new drops that's out. So women are seeing all these different things, and they're trying all these different products, but nothing works overnight. So when you doing these products and like a month go by, you don't see nothing, then you jump into something else, and that could be a problem with your hair as well. So the best thing to do is to go to a specialist or someone who knows what they're doing, so they can give you the proper treatment that you may need. But a lot of it, ladies, gentlemen, it's our diet, it's what we're eating. We're putting all these things in our system. We're not drinking enough water. We're drinking juices. We're drinking sodas, which you shouldn't be drinking. Every day, you should be flushing your body with water, cleaning out them kidneys and bladder and your bloodstream, because it's going to show in your skin, and of course, it's going to show in your hair. Water makes things grow.
So you got some people that they can walk around, they can drink whatever they want to drink and eat what they want to eat, and nothing to happen. The issue comes into play where it starts to, and
your phone is breaking up a little bit.
Because there's something else that's going on. So your body can't.
Hey Marilyn, you're breaking up. Yeah, you breaking up a little bit.
Hello?
Yeah, I got you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm sorry. I'm sitting still. You can hear me?
It's breaking up a little bit.
Yes. So basically,
you probably got to change your location.
Where you could have one. Oh my God.
Yeah, you break.
What about right now?
You breaking up a lot. Like you breaking up like hair.
Oh man, but we keeping it real. We keeping it real right now. It's all good.
Yes.
It's all good. We keeping it real right now.
Yeah, you just break it. You was getting ready to say something real good, and then all of it started. It started going.
This is real.
You might have to move to another location.
Oh, how about right now?
Oh, girl, you got what? You got your foot up in the air and your arm stretched out. You done turned into an antenna. Let me see how you sound. Oh damn. Where you
Girl,
at?
don't make me laugh.
Where you at? Where you at?
How about now?
That's all right. I
It's
ain't
still
erasing
the same
nothing.
way?
I'm keeping this. I don't care.
How
Things
about right
happen.
now?
There you go. You got it. Now you were getting ready to say
Oh
something.
my Lord, this is embarrassing. How do I sound right now?
You
Can you
good?
hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, what it is like, okay, so one person could drink a lot of sodas or eat whatever they want to eat, because you'll have some people like they'll say, I could drink it. That ain't happening to me. That's because whoever is being affected by it, by drinking so much sodas and not, drinking enough water, it's because it's something going on with you. So a lot of us don't go to the doctor like we should and have, our yearly checkups. We don't go get mammograms. We don't go to the doctor. And that's why things just look like it's happening to you, but it been happening.
Right.
So it's like we should at least go to your general practitioner, go and get yourself checked up, check your vitamin levels, check your sugar, check yourself out. That way you'll be one step ahead of the game. So when you start to notice something going on, you could kind of connect the dots. Well, you know what? The doctor did say this, or the doctor did say that. That's why this is happening for my body. And because your body may not be getting enough vitamins, or vitamin K, or vitamin D, or vitamin C. And it's not just that, it's all, it's a connection of more than one thing. It's not just one. Now, sometimes when it's only one thing, that's when you done been wearing your hair a certain way for too long, in braids or weaves, and it done been snatching out your edges, and you already know what that is. You got hair loss because of that.
Right. Yeah. And also people who also have to suffer with chemotherapy.
Oh,
That's
my
another
Lord.
thing. Yeah, that's terrible, because they can, their hair could be in such great condition, but that chemotherapy, it just takes it right out. Or anybody that may have an infection, anybody that might have, like you said, tension on their hair, or that hypothyroidism and hormonal dysregulation, all of that causes hair loss.
Those are the big ones. Yep.
Yes. Because people who suffer from cancer and got to do chemo, it's nothing that they can do. It's like that chemo takes their hair out. And you know what I mean? So that's a real tough one right there. But definitely got to eat right, exercise. First of all, go to the doctor. I say it all the time on my podcast.
Yep.
Get your blood and your urine work. You got to see what's going on in your system.
Yep.
Stress can do it. Genetics. Like you said, different hairstyles, and even if you do these hairstyles, you still should protect your hair.
You should be going to somebody. You should be to the point to where, I always tell people, I'm not going to force you, and I can't want it more than you. So I guess it depends on how the person feel, because some people, they want their hair looking good. They don't care who they go to. But by the time you sit in my chair, that's because you want one person to do your hair, and you start caring about your hair and your scalp. So that's normally how I go, because you can't force people to do, but they should start caring more about your hair, start caring more about your hair. And just because the product says it can do this for you, that doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Because remember, that product, everybody going to come in there and buy that product.
Right. But so with the place, the company, your organization that you're with, do a lot of people do like scalp micro pigmentation, or do they try to get it where they want hair added to their scalp, like they just like tie it, like I just do something that'll make my follicles grow?
So I am an independent business owner, and I work along. Thank you. I work along with medical professionals. So what I do for my clients is, first, when you come to me, we have a consultation. You get a scalp analysis. I get your file ready, and we see what you actually need. This is before you getting your hair done, because you can't just sit in my chair and just get your hair done just like that.
Right.
because you done that already.
It's not working. Right.
It's not working, so and then at that point we find you the right dermatologist, the right practitioner. I could even come along with you to your visit, because I know how stressful it could be going in there. Now you may be a person that you're not used to going to the doctor, and now when you start going, you don't want to hear no bull jowl. You want the doctor to help you out, and you may not get that. So I'm that, like I said, I'm the liaison.
Yeah, yes. That's what's up. Wow. That is excellent. That we gotta, well, tell us the name of your independent company and some good advice. And also, where can they find you? That's important.
So I am located in Atlanta, Georgia. Number one, I work in Decatur. So Decatur, Georgia. As far as traveling, I'm not available to travel right now, but they can travel to me. The second thing is, the name of my business is Hair Loss Solutions. You could find me on Instagram. You could also find me on Facebook. I'm pretty sure if you guys, if you can't find me, if you make a comment after Preezy, after she posts this on her Facebook page, or you could send me an email. That's what you can do. You can send me an email at Hair Loss Solutions, R as in rainbow, X @gmail.com. You could call me or send me a text message at 404-437-1268. Okay. So for those of you who are not able to travel, but you need somebody to help you, you can still reach out to me, and we could talk about which route you need to go, because I get it.
Yes. That sounds awesome. So let's do a quick run back real quick. So number one, eating vegetables. Am I correct?
Get your diet. Make sure you go to your general practitioner and find out what your body needs in order to be on the right diet. Don't just do crash diet. Don't just do a diet. You got to know what your body needs.
Right. So you got to know what your body needs. As far as vitamins, same thing?
Yes, you got to know what your body needs. If you want, you can start. If you want to take vitamins, I would say the safest thing to take would be some children vitamins.
Really?
Yep. Some children vitamins but be sure that make sure that you're on your way to making an appointment with your general practitioner to find out what your body needs. So you can start with children vitamins, but still, okay, I'm taking these children vitamins, but I got an appointment coming up, or I'm trying to get an appointment so I can see my general practitioner so I can know what my body needs and what's going to work for me. And and when you go to your general practitioner, make sure that, you're seeing if this person is for you, so that you don't set yourself up, to be let down because, you feel like, okay, this is a general practitioner. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. No, take your time and make sure that this individual works for you. Make sure that y'all, you'll be able to ask them questions. Make sure, and don't go up in there trying to ask them 1,000 questions and all that kind of stuff, because you got to build a relationship for them. So first thing first is, you could take some children vitamins and make sure that you're making an appointment to see your doctor to make sure you're taking the right vitamins for your body.
Okay, now let's say they do all of that and they're looking online for a hair specialist, because maybe everybody can't come to Atlanta, Georgia.
Right.
Is there anything they should just look up? Like, what do they look up as far as hair loss? Just type in hair loss specialist?
I would start looking. If you're the type, there's you have some questions or some concerns about your hair. Instead of going to just a regular hairstylist, start looking for hairstylists that specialize in whatever it is going on with your hair. Specialize in hair loss, or specialize in thin hair, or specialize in taking care of hair. People that take care of hair.
Would you recommend get several consultations? Don't just go to one person. Get several ones.
I would,
just to feel them out, because you may not.
Because if you know that you're serious, and this is for people that are serious, and you want somebody to take care of your hair, you want somebody that's going to care for your scalp, start off with something simple. Go and get your hair silked out, or go and get yourself a roller set and see how that works for you. Because if you're the type of person that's looking to develop a relationship with somebody, you don't want to be chair hopping, then that's the route. It's like you building a relationship. I would say go about it like from a relationship standpoint, because you're building a relationship.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. And so, as African American women, and not to just pick one race, but what I'm saying is there any products out there that you would recommend right now as far as keeping your hair moisturized and stuff like that?
Honestly, I would look for products that look on the back of the bottle and make sure that the product doesn't have too many ingredients in it.
Right.
That's how you start. Because there's so many different products out there. Make sure it doesn't have too many. If it got about 15 ingredients, leave that stuff alone.
Right. Should be a lot of natural ingredients.
Yeah, aloe vera, shea butter, coconut oil.
The oil, I heard that was good, and I heard castor oil is good too.
Yes, have those that make sure it's gonna have other stuff in there, to make sure that your hair is getting clean. It's gonna have other stuff in there because remember, it's a shelf product. There's a difference between a natural product and a shelf product. The shelf product is gonna have something in it to make sure that it can sit on the shelf. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm talking about where the product has like multiple ingredients in it. It don't take all that to make
Maybe you need to go to a health store, right? Can you recommend?
Yup. You can go to a health store to buy some shampoo and some conditioner. But for those who can't afford it, those who cannot afford it, and you have some concerns about your scalp, I would say start with some baby shampoo.
Baby shampoo. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that, right?
Come on now.
You can't, because I don't think they're going to put no harming stuff in no baby shampoo. Well, I don't know. This world today, child, please.
Right. But they don't have multiple ingredients in baby shampoo.
Right. Baby shampoo and baby conditioner.
Yeah.
Wow.
But at the same time now, all that I'm telling you guys to do, make sure that you're on your way looking for somebody to take care of your hair professionally.
Right.
So it's just like when you go to the emergency room, they're gonna give you a prescription and they tell you, make sure to schedule an appointment with your doctor.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. They know
always say that
because they're not treating the problem. They're giving you something to treat the symptom.
Yes.
That's what I'm doing.
Temporarily.
I'm giving you guys, so let it be known, I'm giving you guys temporary solutions because I don't know what's going on with you individually. So these are temporary solutions, the children vitamins and the baby shampoo.
Wow. Awesome. Y'all hear that now. And women, we love our hair. We love these styles and stuff, but sometimes these styles can mess us up. But take care of your hair. I mean, because you can have these nice styles, but you have got to take care of your hair. Don't let it keep going where it's getting bad till where it may not be fixed. It may not be able to get fixed. Mm-hmm. So it's very important to see your primary doctor, find out what's going on with your diet, find out what you need to eat. We all know we need to increase our vegetable intake. We know that. I know that for a fact, that I got to do better with vegetables because I never cared for vegetables, but I know as I'm getting older, them joints and them muscles be different. the auntie out here, forget auntie, it's more great auntie for me.
Sure.
Yo, I'll be like, when I get
God.
So I already know what I need to do, Marilyn.
Oh my
I know
God.
I have got to do better, and I'm so glad we had this show because I got to do better with what I'm eating.
yes.
You know, it don't make no sense for me to go be working out and doing these little exercises that I can, and I'm not eating right. I'm defeating the purpose.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
If we gonna do things right, we gotta do a whole 360 on everything.
360, baby.
360. Now is the time. Yes. But I want to thank you so much for giving us all this perfect information. I mean, it's wonderful because women, we are going through it. And brothers too. Brothers are going through the hair loss, you know, the hole in the natural. They going through it too. And we all, you know, our hair is important. And it makes us feel good. Anything on our body makes us feel good when it's working and looking good. And everything is just going right. So.
Oh, and I want to say this right here because we in our colder months before we get off. Please, I want you ladies to please, if you are experiencing dandruff, right? Because that's what you guys call it. You call everything with flakes dandruff. So I'm gonna try to, to get on your level. If you are experiencing dandruff, okay, please get that looked at. Don't assume that it's just, that's just dry scalp or that's gonna go away. No. Sometimes that can be either from a product or you're having an allergic reaction and it's out of control. Then your hair starts to thin. I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm just trying to tell you, stop, leave Uncle Google alone for a little bit. Yes. And go and get that checked out. Listen to Auntie. Go and get that checked out. I'm telling you now, I know what I'm talking about. Don't overlook it and think that you just go to the store and treat that with some tea gel. Go to a professional and get that looked at so you're not walking around later on with thin hair.
So that dandruff it's not just because I remember one of my friends, she had it really bad. And she used to just say her skin was dry.
No, that's not what that is at all. Because when your skin, right, when our arms and our legs are dry, right? We don't have as much hair on our arms or our legs, but we got little hairs.
Right.
Little vellus hairs. That's what they are, little vellus hairs. Because they don't grow but so much and they're not that thick or that long. Okay?
Right.
You don't see dandruff building up on your legs or your arms, do you?
No.
Okay.
Wow.
And of course you would have more sebum producing in your scalp, of course, because you have hair, but we're talking about seeing flakes thinking that, it's because your skin is dry. When your arms or your legs are dry, you don't see flakes.
Right.
So that's not what that is.
You be a little ashy though.
It be ashy, but
I think I'm ashy now.
Yeah, but look, once you wet it, it's ain't gonna look like that. It's gonna reverse, but you're not gonna see flakes. So I'm saying, just don't assume that that's what that is, because it ain't supposed to look like that. It's all on your shoulders, all on your forehead, all on your eyebrows. They don't look good, sis.
Right. I'm on my friend. She used to just take the comb. Ooh, it looked like frosted flake. Ooh, and she used to just scratch it, and them things would come out so big. I'm like, oh, girl.
No. She was making it worse by doing that.
By scratching it.
Yup.
Oh,
yep. I know it sound crazy. Yup.
Oh, gosh, it was bad. So y'all hear that, right? Go and get that checked out. That's important. Do you recommend them before we end? You recommend them going to a dermatologist first? Before they go?
God. Yes.
Okay. So when your hair is thin and really bad, you should see a dermatologist.
Yes, 3 times.
Yes. Okay. So the dermatologist, make sure you see your primary doctor, then do go to see a dermatologist, get his report, and you can bring that report along with your primary doctor to that hair specialist.
I think you hit that on the head.
Damn, I need to be working with you, Marilyn. I'm coming to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm coming down there. I'm going to be your assistant. Yeah, because I got this. I just need one class. Give me one class and I got it. hear that?
That all on the head, girl. You busted.
I'm trying to tell you, listen up, listen in. It don't take me a long time to get this.
That's it.
You got to get out here right.
Yes.
Yes. That sounds great. Thank you so much. I'm gonna have you come back on my show. You know that, right?
You got it.
Yes, you have got to come back on my show. But thank you so much for coming on my show and explaining everything about hair loss. I'm so proud of you. Oh my gosh, you're making me feel so. I'm the great auntie. It ain't no just auntie for me. Cause
you gotta put that great behind it.
I gotta put that great on there because man. I remember us playing up and down the block, and now look at you. You are a hair. Oh my goodness, you are a hair thinning expert. This is awesome, and you have so many other things under your belt. So I am so proud of you. God bless you and your family. But I'm gonna tell everybody, I'm definitely gonna bring her back. And if y'all have any questions, y'all know y'all can look me up at listenuplistening5687@gmail.com. And I will give you all the information. And she gave her information. So if you got to go back and listen, go on back and listen now. Because this is important. Our hair is so important. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. You want to say anything before we end?
I just want to say, you guys, just start, taking care of yourself. Start walking. If I know it sounds simple, but going for walks increases a good feeling hormone called serotonin. It feels very good when it's flowing through your body. It'll make you want to go home and start maybe cleaning up, or maybe you want to cook something, and it'll make you start thinking more about yourself, treating yourself better. You could be talking to God. Please, ladies, we can just start taking time. It don't cost nothing to go for a walk in your neighborhood. If you live in an apartment complex, walk.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I love the part about God, because we all need God. Yes. Thank you so much for that, Marilyn. I appreciate that. Y'all check her out. Y'all got her information. Please take it serious. And I just want to leave y'all with this. Live, laugh, love. Love you first, because you can't love anything or anyone unless you love yourself first. Stay healthy. Stay focused. Go ahead and take care of that hair and that scalp. Yes, indeed. Take care of that hair and that scalp. Take care of yourself. Eat right. Make sure you do what you got to do. And I looked something up, and undereating can cause hair loss if nutritional intake is not sufficient. In a 2013 view, experts suggested that deficiencies in protein, minerals, essentially fatty acids, and vitamins can cause hair loss or other abnormalities, such as changes in hair color or structure. And sometimes we take all these vitamins, but we got to make sure that these vitamins are correct. Okay? That's why Miss Johnson said to make sure you go to your primary doctor and make sure that everything's okay. In their way. Listen. Do the right thing. All right? I know you will. Keep God first in your life at all times. Love you, mommy and daddy, forever. Peace.
That concludes this episode of Listen Up, Listen In with your host, Preezy. Hey, yo, Preezy, tell them how to keep in touch, baby.
Go to Instagram, Listen Up, Listen In 5687, and on Facebook, Listen Up, Listen In. You can also email me at listenuplistenin5687@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, by following me on social media, you'll be able to see all the platforms my podcast is on. Wherever you consume my podcast, hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when a new episode is posted. Rate, review, and share this podcast.
Listen up, listen in. Listen up, listen in.